some things that organizations can do on their own and some things they're going to have to do regardless of how strong their circular economy network is locally or nationally. Some of the things relate to looking at and possibly adjusting business models. As an example, could you lease or rent out your product instead of selling it? Can you share assets with other similar organizations to minimize input costs and usage? You can look at offering refurbishing or remanufacturing services to your customers. You can take some time to identify the high value and tough to find materials, knowing that those are your risk spots, and then being able to spend some time finding potential alternatives. You want to be able to review your design processes to make sure that whatever you're producing for your customer, you've maximized or allowed for full extension of the life of that product, both by materials, suitability, by durability, but also by functionality. Also taking some time to make sure you understand what exactly your customers want and how they're using your product to make sure that you're putting all your engineering and all your R&D dollars into the right spot. We want to make sure that we're seeking external markets for any waste that we have generated. There's local markets here in Manitoba. There's interprovincial markets. Sometimes we're not talking about getting a great amount of money for the waste product that we're talking about, but it may very well completely offset a disposal cost. And it will contribute to things like your ESG commitments. If you're looking at becoming publicly traded or if you're looking for seeking investment, you can say that you are minimizing risk, not just to yourselves, but to your environment, which is always very appealing to investors. You can also work with suppliers. That's a very good group of people that can help identify alternatives. So whether it's alternatives in materials, up and coming tests or pilot projects that we might be able to employ, but suppliers are also very good at identifying potential technical solutions. So even if it's not a materials change, implementing or trying or getting more information on a technical solution can help you maximize the use and value of the materials you have in play at the time. Running any kind of pilot program is always a great thing to do. They don't have to be complicated or expensive to set up. They do not need to compromise your quality. They don't have to compromise what you're sending out to customers. They can be very small tabletop or desktop level pilots, but enough to give you information to know whether or not a switch is possible.